Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I decided to renovate one of the Willow Creek properties, I suppose. It's the gym from like the main like promenade sort of area. As you can see, it's very ugly. It's very just distasteful if you ask me. You know what? Like I get it. Like it's all supposed to match the area around it, and I get that, and I understand that. But does that mean it's not ugly? No, it doesn't. Honestly, whenever I came to this property, I was just like, ew. And thing is, like, obviously I renovated this and it's quite expensive, but you don't buy this property, so it doesn't matter if it's expensive or not, because it's a residential one, so it's not like you're buying it, so it doesn't matter if it's expensive or not. I also try to make it a bit more modern on the inside and on the outside, I suppose, as well, to be honest. Like I say in a lot of my videos, I hate, and I mean hate, when the buildings you're doing, whether it be like a residential one or whether it's a community lot like this one, I hate when they don't match. It's like the surrounding buildings, whether it's houses or shops or whatever. Like I hate when they don't match, and like it's different if you're just in like a one-off build for a challenge or to try something new, or you're just having a bit of fun. Like it's different if you're just doing that and you're going to like take it away, or you're not really caring or whatever. But like, see, when you're actually trying to like make a community, it just annoys you when they don't all match. And I know that's very like, what's the word? Subjective? Is that the word? Probably not. I don't think that's the word. It's very I don't even know, to be honest. It's just probably quite stupid, and probably not everybody who watches these videos will think the same. Everyone's different, obviously, but I just think personally, I hate it when they don't all match. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm also currently putting on some lip balm, so just give me a sec. Sorry, that's really unprofessional. Me putting on lip balm while trying to talk to you guys. But yeah. So I tried to kind of tie it in with the surrounding area, but at the same time, now hear me out, I haven't matched it entirely because I will eventually renovate the ones around this one, so they will all match eventually, which is fine. Because the buildings in this sort of like area on this street are all quite like colonial, is that the word? Colonial? Old fashioned, like bricks, pillars, like balcony, sort of veranda areas, like, and I have tried to keep a little bit of that in, but just modernise it a little bit. So it looks a bit different, but also similar. I just kind of added my own touch to it, and I know, like, one thing I hate about when I'm doing videos, like building that, is whenever I'm building stuff, I always do it to my taste, and that's not what you should be doing. Like, you should be doing it so, like, everyone will like it. I think, does that make sense? Like, when I'm building videos, I'm always building them to my taste, so I'm always like, they're always very similar, like very suburban households and just things like that, like they're all very similar. So I think what I'm going to try and do is just try and, expand my building skills, I suppose, and try and build something a bit different next time. Because I always try and do similar things. I built a modern home recently, maybe like the end of last year, was it maybe? Start of this year? I can't really remember, but I built it and it was so out of my comfort zone and it was just so different to what I usually build. And because of that, it didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it, which was so annoying because I was basing it on a picture from, I think, Facebook, I want to say. I seen a picture somewhere anyway, and I was trying to kind of like take inspiration from that, but obviously you guys know if you've done that. If you take inspiration from pictures or floor plans in real life, it's so hard to recreate that in the game. So I ended up struggling a lot with just the whole thing, and it turned out good, and I did like it, but it wasn't exactly how I'd pictured it, so it wasn't the best it could have been, if that makes sense. But yeah, as you can see at the moment, I'm just kind of fixing the outside, fixing the floor plan. It took me a while to do this, and I started filming this, well, I started doing this video on Friday night. It's now Sunday. But I was doing it while I was watching a film, and I thought like, oh, it'll only take me like an hour, like I'm just renovating it, it won't take me long. But then I like realised like this could take a bit longer, but like it wouldn't have. And then I kind of got interested in my films, so I kind of stopped watching, not watching, stopped playing. So I've had to cut a bit of it out, and I ended up losing a bit of footage as well, which is annoying, but we'll live with it. So then I'd started again yesterday on Saturday, and I did this, literally like half an hour, and I just turned it off again because I couldn't be bothered. I wasn't in the mood, and I feel like if I'm not in the mood, then I should just stop, because then I won't produce the best that I could, if you know what I mean. So I stopped, and then I woke up today's Sunday, and I was like, right, okay, I'm gonna get this done, and I did, and I really liked how it turned out. It turned out, I mean, you know what, like, it's functionable and it looks good. I don't know if everyone's going to like it just because it's a bit cramped, and I would have loved for this lot to have been just slightly wider. I think this is a 20 by 30 lot, and I would have loved it to be even like 25 by 30. I don't know if that's actually a lot or not, but I would have loved it to be that if they do those. Because I just needed that tiny bit extra width, because the pool room is a bit too small and the room behind this wall here is a bit too small, so I would have loved just slightly better. I also was really struggling with the stairs and where to place the stairs, and the layout of this gym could be better, I'm not gonna lie, it could, but I did like, and how it turned out, I managed to make it all work together. So I think all in all, it ended up being quite good. I managed to match all the criteria for a gym and everything, so everything turned out fine. For the outside, I would have loved to have put some of the climbing walls from the fitness stuff back we got a few years ago. But with this build, because it was in Willow Creek, and obviously Willow Creek's in the base game, I decided to keep this build at base game only, just because I don't want people who only have base game to miss out. And also, like, because in the base game, I don't want to use other products, because people who necessarily might only have base game and one other pack, or so you know what I mean, like, you might not have every pack, and in a lot of my builds, because I have all the packs, I tend to use a lot of packs. So I wanted to keep this one really really strict, and just pulled back and just really basic. I don't really know what's happening right now. Hold on. Honestly, these videos are stressing me out. I have recorded the audio for this video a good couple of times now, and I just can't get it right. I keep getting interrupted, or it just turns out too much. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, I actually kind of forgot what I was speaking about in the first half of this video, because I kind of blanked out a little bit, and I actually recorded it a while ago now. But as you can see, I'm creating the lounge area at the moment. I thought this was like a nice touch. The original gym had a lounge. I'm actually out of breath because I've actually just ran to my bedroom from my living room, which isn't really that far, to be honest. Anyway, yeah, I created like a lounge area. A lot of gyms have like sofas and TVs and all that kind of set up. Not the one that I go to. The one that I go to is very basic, but I know some gyms do have like lounge sort of areas, bars, like where you can get like just, like sandwiches, like paninis and stuff like that. So I wanted to include that here. Obviously, you can't get paninis in that here because we don't have a kitchen, but you can get like smoothies and shit at the bar, I suppose. And I wanted to put vending machines in that in, but I couldn't get them because I think they come with Get to Work, I want to say, or I think. But yeah, I couldn't include those, unfortunately. Oh my god, I'm yawning now. But yeah, it's currently nearly 6 o'clock. Not ate tea yet, so I'm kind of hungry, so I might be going a bit delirious. Also, Grey's Anatomy is playing it will not pause. There we go, fixed it. Yeah, anyway, so the gym, I'm doing the bathroom at the moment, sort of like changing locker room area. And I kind of struggled, not so much with the actual cubicles, because I've made sure they all had a shower, a toilet, and a sink. so that was fine. But the more communal area of the changing rooms, I had to, like, this whole sort of like half of the building I had to really juggle about a lot, because as you can see I put a pool in, so I had to change the reception area. So the reception area used to be where the red bricks are, like the red flooring. And it fitted really well, but to get to the swimming pool you would have had to come out of the changing room, through the main like corridor bit, and then into the swimming pool, and you would have had to pass the front door and the back door, which are glass, so if anybody was walking past you, they would see you. And I just wouldn't imagine people would want to be prancing about in their swimming costume in front of absolutely everybody, you know. So I did that. It was more functionable and that. So the reception kind of had to take a hit. So like usually when you walk into a gym or just anywhere in general, reception usually as you first walk in right in front of you. But obviously here it's as you first walk in and then round the corner. So it's still as you first walk in, but it's just a little bit out of the way. But I think that's fine. It's manageable. And then the swimming room, I wanted to put like hooks in that up, but I couldn't find the hooks. I think they come with spa day. Kind of annoying because Spa Day and the Sports Fitness Pack both come with really good items that could be used in a gym. Like there's stuff that you could use. Yeah, there's stuff that you could use in both those packs. It would be really really handy for a gym. But obviously we're keeping the space game, we're keeping it basic, so I didn't use any other packs, just because I don't want people who don't have other packs to not be able to get this one. And again, it's in Willow Creek, so there's no point in taking all these different packs and using them all up. Obviously, if you have these packs where you can 100% add your own stuff and maybe alter it a little bit, I would love to see like your like changes. So if you do make changes and you do use this, like get it from the gallery, I'll put it in the gallery. My gallery is linked below. I actually had a bit of an awkward thing that happened to me yesterday. So I was ordering a Nando's from me, my mum, and my dad. My dad is celiac, so he can't have like gluten. So I was a bit confused, but I suppose he just had like chicken and like sides and that, and it was fine. Um, but I'm trying to be good at the moment. I just had a wrap, like no sides or nothing, which was different for me. I'm actually now vegetarian. I've been vegetarian for 2 weeks now, which I've been wanting to be veggie for about 2 years now, but I just haven't done it. So a few weeks ago, I bit the bullet and I decided to become veggie, which I'm loving. I'm really enjoying it so far. But yesterday, they were like, let's get a Nando's, and I love a Nando's. Oh my god, like the best. And I usually get a grilled chicken wrap with no yogurt mayo and cheese, and then peri peri chips and either garlic bread or mash. Or sometimes I'll get broccoli if I'm feeling a little bit more healthy. But that's what I usually get. Obviously, I can't have chicken anymore because I'm veggie, so I got the beanie wrap, which was really nice actually. I really enjoyed it, but I got halloumi on it as well, and it was really nice. It could have done with like a little bit of sour cream or something, so maybe would have kept the yogurt mayo on for that. But I ended up not. But anyway, that's beside the point. So I ordered it, and it was like to like order it like, for delivery, you have to like sign up with an account, so like Facebook or Google. And I used Google, not realizing that it was my YouTube account. And when the thing came, it was like delivery for twikkiisims, and I was like, oh my god, that is so embarrassing. Like I've never had that happen to me before, but it was embarrassing, let me tell you. So yeah, if you do have a YouTube channel, don't do that because then you'll get caught out. But yeah, so I don't know what's happened. I don't know if that was just on my screen there, but it froze for a second, so hopefully it doesn't do that for yous. Hoping it doesn't. But anyway, yeah, so made that little error. As you can see now, I'm doing the rooms. I've just done like the boxing, like room. Now I'm doing the treadmills. I used the lowest price items for each room, apart from the weight machine room, because the first ones, like not the first ones, the cheapest ones were just ugly, so I used the second ones up. Because they were just that slight bit better. And yeah, it just looked a little bit better. The treadmill room, I would have loved to have put the ones from the fitness pack in because they're a lot nicer to look at. But obviously we couldn't do that, and again would have loved to put the climbing wall outside, but I couldn't do that either. But yeah, this is the final thing, the gym. If you like it, please like the video, comment, subscribe, I'll do all that fun stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one.